Hey guys, and welcome to the Tuesday stream. We're about playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program, and it seems like a good time now to just make sure my mic is indeed pumping through there. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing good. Rich Jackson actually first, and Alta tried so hard, mate. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Big monies. I hope so. I didn't think about the extra stress that the loading and streaming would actually put on, or what the streaming would put on the loading, and I'm not sure whether Kerbal's a very well-optimized game at the moment. I wonder whether the update happened. Oh, it kicked us. That wasn't me. I didn't want that to happen. Why have we suddenly been kicked out? I do know that we are actually expecting a Kerbal update, but it didn't arrive within the first couple of minutes of when they said it was going to be here. So I then just went, because I'm not letting Private Division dictate my world. Sorry about the darkness at the moment. I'm desperately running through a whole bunch of menus to get Kerbal back up and running. Intercept games. There we go. Yeah, they're like, okay, the bus came at 8 today, but it came around about 10. Oh man, that was terrible. Ooh, I've just noticed that my chair is squeaking. That's new. That hasn't done that for a while. Okay, is it gonna load well? Okay, whatever happened last time, it must have just been a transient problem. Oh, so much so that I forgot to say, hey video watchers, how you doing? Sorry, I always do like to welcome the video watchers as well. So I have some bad news. We saved, we came away, we came back. The craft that we had left on Minmus wasn't in pieces when I left. Hey Falmagfer, how are you doing? But if we listen carefully, there is a point during this loading process. It didn't do it this time. Oh, that's unfortunate. Where you can actually hear the craft break apart during the load. It's beautiful to experience. I think maybe the autosaves have come over. And yeah, so whatever happens today, we've got a rescue mission on the cards. This was in a singular piece when we left. What is this over here, by the way? Oh, it's a rock. Okay, that's fine. This was in a singular piece when I left it. Well, welcome to Kerbal 2. Here, this is the game right now. I kind of want to get Valentina and Bob, but Bill, sorry. I'm going to get them out of here because, like, I don't know about you, but this just seems dangerous. This just seems... Run, Valentina, run! Get away from it! Oh, no! I think she'll be okay, though. Actually, I don't know where is safe. Let's just keep strolling. And then we'll get Bill out. Please don't crash on me. This is not what I need. I like the buggy games, don't get me wrong, but this might just be a little bit... There we go, Bill showing us how it's actually done, getting the old jetpack out to do the thing. Okay, Kerbal 2 is a mess at the moment. It is actually an absolute mess at the moment, but I think that's fine. Thankfully, we're not doing anything that requires, like, stupendous precision or anything like that. We just need to remember that we can't do things like clip parts into each other. I don't even know what the serious clipping issue is over there. It just very much is. Where's the other part? At least that part's sitting nice and static. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to the VAB. Where are you? Vehicle Assembly Building. And we're going to make... Hey, Carles? How are you doing anyway? I can struggle with your name for more if you want, but... Welcome. Val's helmet paint job got chipped by that rocket. I kind of wish that there was a system like that. Sorry. I suddenly needed some caffeine. You know when it just comes over you like that. What's going on with the game? Does anybody know what's going on with the game? You call me Charles. How did you end up like that? So that was the craft that we launched last time. Oh, we've managed to land it. Oh, I was really worried there. I don't know what's suddenly wrong with the game. I was expecting an update to the game today. It's not happened, but oh man, it feels like things have got a little bit jankier than normal. That was my 200-ton mission anyway, and unfortunately that 200 tons went really, really badly. Okay, pressing escape and just letting it catch up with itself was definitely the winner there. So what I'm going to do instead is make just a normal rocket that weighs more than 200 tons, and then we'll put a lander underneath that. You know what, if we do that, we've got enough room for everybody, right? Like that's the way that works. Can Why won't you let me pick any of these up? Okay, there we go. I want to spin this around like this. It's going to be one of those streams, I can tell already. It's going to be great. It's going to be a wonderful. I was in limbo. Not even the developers know what's going on with the game. I mean, this is true. This is true. So I just want to land something big and bulky and heavy because we just need to land 200 tons. Do we have an engineer's report down here? So at the moment, we've made it to 3 tons. So we need a little bit more than that. We need a little bit more than that. But I think that's fine. I am tempted to make 200 tons of just dead weight and then make a lander that can land that. But I think we should be okay not doing that. I'm just wondering what we can fit on here that makes sense. That we can cram on here and actually I want this one up. Oh, yeah, okay, we'll take some of those. I want one either side of here and then pop that on. Well, that is the map radio. What's the top one? That's the top one. My bad. Buffering issues. You've refreshed 5 times. Are you the only one getting a buffer? Is anyone else buffering? Question mark. Okay. I just feel like everything's not going amazingly well. Though I'm not dropping frames, and generally I think everything is no. Okay, sorry, man. That looks like that is a your side issue, and I'm not sure what we can do about that. So ideally, I'd like this capsule to come home all and of itself, right? I don't think we need. Hello? Thank you. I don't think we need anything like super serial. I think we could just do that, and that's probably going to be enough to come back from Minmus. Now, do we have a way of finding that out here? If I was to, for instance, come to this here, and we go Minmus, there we go. What's my to weight ratio at that point? There we go, 41. Okay, yes. This will be enough, and 1.5 should be enough to get me home. So then we just build a 200-ton monstrosity on the bottom of that, right? We got 10 tons here. If we could build 200 tons underneath this, and then we just launch that somewhere. Super serial, you know it, my friend. You know it. I'm tempted to just throw a whole bunch of solids on here to carry the mass, maybe. What's the most dense fuel? Do you reckon it's the monoprop or is it any of the others? I don't know. Are we going to even bother with science this time? I feel like the science was one of the things that really messed us up last time, but we'll try it. Oh my gosh, look at the little arms. Oh, I'm all about it. I now need. Wait, where's the utilities? Lights. These lights are kind of terrible, but if we come down to this format and put them there. Yeah! He looks kind of angry. Oh, excuse me, I have a small coughing fit here. Yeah, okay. I think we found our boy. I think we know where we're going. You're a Firefox person now. So yeah, depends. Yeah, I use Opera as well myself. I do hear that YouTube is waging a war right now against AdBlock, which I suppose, like, in theory, I should be on the side of. But you know what? No. If you know enough to need an AdBlock, to want an AdBlock, then you can totally go and get one. Okay, so let's go with one of those, and then what do you reckon that we just go for? One of these bad boys. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go for like a donut ship, right? Is that something we can do? I think that's something we can do. If I put these here, go for 4 of them, and then we'll pop these. I don't know. Is that too much? No, that's just right, if you ask me. I feel like that is just right. We're going to make a big triangle ship. I think that's the way. What have we got so far? 20. Oh, so the total mass 173. We're getting there. YouTube is just mad that you don't have to watch it. So obviously, I would very much appreciate if everybody watched the videos or had an ad block and whitelisted me or something like that. But I know what it's like, and honestly, the 6 patrons are kind of like holding it down for everyone else. Like the Patreon money far and away outstrips anything that the ad revenue does, like way beyond. So like if you feel like you need to run an ad block, fine, I don't mind. I'd rather you were here with your ad block pushing up engagement than not. You know. That's not the size nose cone that I want. And that's my hot take on the whole YouTube. I guess I needed to weigh in eventually. On the Adblock Saga. I don't like that. I just halfway through what I'm doing here, I am not a fan. I am not a fan. I was like, I've just got to put some end caps on this, but you know what? I think I'd rather go raw. What happens if we just kind of like push these in a little bit? Yeah, look at that. Okay, this looks horrific enough. If we can just wow, this looks horrific. Okay, let's pop the what I want is to have some uprighty boys over here. I guess we're not even 191. I mean, we are getting close because I wanted to put some structure in on this bad boy here. So if I was to like, no, this one, and then we grab this and give it some inward slope. This is asking for trouble, right? We know this is asking for trouble. Oh, I really want to, though. Let's put it on the launch pad and see what happens. It's not exploded. It's not exploded. What is this rocket we are pushing for? Sorry, I really should probably have made that more explicit. If we revert to VAB and confirm the revert, we have a singular mission right now. We need to put 200 tons of spacecraft onto Minmus. Last time we tried it, the game defeated us. The craft that I threw up was unstable and shook itself apart and all sorts of troubles. I can't put those fuel tanks there. I can't mess up another mission just because I want my rocket to look good. I mean, does it even look good? It looks better than without them. Because all we need to do is land. I mean, we need a little bit more than this. We need. We've got 190. We need to throw more tonnage on there, and then we're good. Like, can we just like stack stuff up or something like this? The problem is like all of the structural stuff that you want to think about weighs nothing. Looks like something in the kids' play park. I'm down. I'm down with that. Like That's fine. Yeah, because all of this stuff weighs next to. Look at the mass. It's about here on screen. Like point something of a ton. All of these are point something of a ton. And I need to try and get 25 tons of material on here. So like we have to use things like this. 7 times 4 is 28. Yeah, 2 14s, yeah. So that's. I mean, it's close. It's close, but do we have anywhere? I mean, do we actually make the structure larger? Oh, this is going to shake itself apart, though, isn't it? Like, look at these intersections. Let's try. Ooh, no, I want to widen out much more. Right, you can see. Does holding shift work in this? No. There is an outer limit in this game. But like, look at that. No, that's not bad. I could make a little ring station type affair, but I don't think I will be. What I am gonna do, however, is this. Are we ready for the drag to just deny me? Just be like, no, you cannot launch a craft like this. And I'm going to be like, no, mate, I can. I just need more boosters. and oh my gosh, the aerodynamic drag at the top is going to be ridiculous. Okay, so we've got 231 tons. Now, I want to. Kind of don't like the new VAB since they got rid of the spaceplane hangar. Oh, okay, well, I mean, like the spaceplane hangar's right here. Wait, yeah. It's not quite as impactful as I would have liked it to be because I don't have a part that's there. But if you look at the design here, it goes up and down. But yeah, no, I do hear what you're saying. Sorry, I was just being a little bit weird. I want to put this here. No, is that the right size? Will this rotate into place? There we go. Anyone got any names yet? I mean, I'm definitely leaning towards the castle motif. So this is just dead weight for me. Do I want it to do anything other than be dead weight? I mean, do we want to gamble the 32 tons of fuel, or do I just throw a wide landing platform, I suppose, underneath that's got... How much do we need to land at Minimus? Wait, the trip planner? If there's one... I'm glad they've got it, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this whole interaction is just terrible. 108 Delta V to land on Minimus' server. To even get the intercept is only like 200 Delta V. So we could build the lifter, and then build the interplanetary stage. So let's build the interplanetary stage here. And to do that, I am going to need, basically a copy of this, right? So let's go one of those. Let's go... Oh, this is actually going to get horrific before it gets better. We're going to pop that there. We're going to go for a main cell, because what else would we be having? Okay, so that's the main cell. Let's have a look. We want this in vacuum. I think it's unfortunate you don't have just like a space setting here. I know any planet in space is good, but... okay, so that was 194 Delta Vs. We need a little bit more. A little bit more. Esperanto jumped in your head, Rimmer from Red Dwarf. You would like to purchase a small buck and spade? No. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna do... Are we gonna do weird stuff? Are you guys ready for my weird stuff? We're gonna do this here, and then we're also gonna have another stage here, and we're gonna flow fuel down the system. So if we go for these, and then we also go for these, we might actually need the longer ones, but we'll see. I'm gonna go with the good old fan favorite align to assembly. Still not. Where's the like super local? How do I align it to part? Because I want this to be a 45-degree angle. Like I want this to turn like that, right? But I can't really do this in the way this is set up. So what I'm going to do instead is, now that I've already turned that, I'm going to grab a copy. Like, I don't know. Min square, extra fuel, more boosters, more good. Okay, all right, yeah, all of this good. Did I ever tell anyone how I rewrote the code for KSP with the change in modern non-pod parts? No, you've not said that. Not said that at all. Okay, we got to think about fuel flow, and I need to think about the words every time I say it. Okay, so we're going to go from here down to here. So the top... No, I don't want the top tanks to empty first. I want the bottom tanks to empty first, so that when we drop them, they just go, right? So let's just delete that. Look back down. Thank you very much. Parts manager opening up is not what I need. So the bottom tanks empty first, and then the top tanks are going to go into this central tank. Bam. So we drop stuff like Christmas ornaments, right? Like Nanny dropping back the gins. That there, and bring this down over there. Okay, I think we've got something. I don't know if we've got the fuel. It goes up there, and this goes there, and then you're wrong. Okay, so they drop first. They drop first, then them. Okay, this is good. Then we should be landed at that point, or at least close to landed. This just kind of floats down, because that's how Minmus works, just floats. Okay, we got ways of doing stuff. Do I put RCS? I think we're gonna have to put RCS on this just to land it. If I'm to be honest with you, just to land it. I'm gonna put gonna cover it in balls. I think that's the best way to do this. Spherical tanks are pretty good. And then I just want... Where do they put them? I always go looking for them in the engines, but then I get distracted by these, and that's not the controls I'm looking for. Payloads, aerodynamics, I know it's not there, ground. It's got to be utility. Yeah. Okay. I need to learn out where these things are much more than that. I currently know them. Do like a baby sham. Nothing wrong with a baby sham. So if we put 3 of those there and then just surround this top nodule here. I don't want to make it so they can't get in and out. I want to destroy the EVA of my craft. Okay, we need some caps, and then I think we can make the actual launcher. We don't have the caps big enough for those yet. I still need to use the adapters, that's too long. That's too long. I'm gonna have too many parts clipping into each other. So it says 133 here. Does that include the dropping of the tanks, or? I don't know, but this is quite the Christmas tree ornament. Let's just make a super over-the-top lifter stage, and then I'm sure it will all be fine. Nothing could go wrong at this point, right? So we're going to need, like, quite the beast of a lifter. So if I put something like that, and then, like, we know a singular mainsail is not going to cut it. Like, that's the... Let's have a look at what the to-weight ratio reckons it's going to be. Atmosphere down at sea level. The to-weight of that just singular engine, obviously we're going to put more, is... Got to lean in close here because, man, that's a tiny little number right there. 0.29. 0.29. So we need at least 3 of these to be able to lift what we've already got. So... Do we want this to be the final bit that gets us all the way up to orbit, and then we could just build the rest on the outside? I think that might be the way forward. So let's start with another liquid stage. Always a good idea. Actually, I'm going to go with a larger decoupler so we get a bit more visual coherence on what's going on here. So you there. Why don't you dock modules in space to make it easier? More boosters. Almost entirely, that's the only reason. Which I think's okay. That's alright, right? I'm just interested. What I should have done by now was loaded this up as like just the top module and seen how that reacts. I don't like that. Go there. Grab some of those, and then I could just grab this whole lot and copy it out. 6. Is that too much? Do I dream too large? It could be. It could be. We're gonna go put it out on the pad right now because we all know I should have done this ages ago, and see where it falls apart. It's not really an if, is it? Like let's go see how it falls apart and if we can fix it. Yes. Is docking still bored? Not as much as it was. Ooh. Feels okay. Do with some struts to the top section. But it's not immediately fallen over, so I take that as stable. do you think that's good enough? Is that fine? Is that fine? Struts, some solids, and then I think we might be ready. And I say some solids, obviously, quite a few solids to help get this off the ground. So the first thing we observed is that we could really do with a bit more structural support. Wrong button, that's why. From here, just up. It doesn't like it, does it? Okay, well... It's a shame they still haven't got this bit sorted. It'd be really nice if we could, do the struts the way we want to. So press escape. Let's go from the 4 here. inwards. Seems a little jank, but I'll take it. I'll take it. And that should hopefully just ease up that wobble that we were seeing. I'm really worried when we start getting to these parts of the build. I was like, wow, I've already put a load of stuff on there. So if we... What do we want? 6? Yeah, if things start falling apart now, I really don't want that. So then, fuel tanks, engines. All right, I think we're just about ready. Is that even on the right way? It does stick out. So why isn't this sticking on? Right, is that right? Yeah. Okay. Dare I throw on some more of these? Oh, it's hard to see what's going on there. I'm just gonna swing around here and do this instead. We've got a bit of a bug with a green outline. I think we're okay. That's quite the candle. That is quite the candle. I completely forgot to put cap on these. Gonna be there we go. Is that fine? Are we all good? 5.48. I have no idea if that's good. I want you to go together. I want you to come together. The start of the staging. Oh, it's gonna be a while. One thing original Kerbal had way over this one. It's the auto staging. Fine, we drop that. We drop that. That's fine. The outer ring. Even though really we're not going to drop that outer ring. We'll drop the outer ring. This is the actual stage with the spring. Okay, alright, this should be fine. Esperanto. You get that right? Yeah, okay. Save. I saw a discussion on the KSP2 subreddit being like, has anyone figured out how we're supposed to name our rockets or the workspace or the save files yet? I was like, I feel you, man. Oh, we're on the launch pad. That's not quite what... I'm surprised it let me launch from the launch pad. Oh, sorry. Wow, absolute brain fart. I thought that said runway for a moment. Alright, whatever. Alright, 3, 2... Well, I say that. We've got to listen to their countdown. Power. I was fine without the radio, but the power might be an issue. Alright, let's... Things I should have looked at beforehand. Did I put parachutes on it? We've got RCS to make sure that we can land. Power. Do we need more? This is the question. Than just this. I'm not sure, but I am going to put a bunch of these here just in case. If they're needed, great. Well, if they're not needed, great. If we don't, no. What do I launch pad to? Oh, I got out while it's still doing it. Oh, look at this. I think I found a bug. I think I found a real, honest-to-goodness bug. I didn't press space. It was just going from the last revert. I'm okay with that, honestly. I'm fine with that. Let's zoom out a little bit here. If we're going to have this many solid engines on the go at once, we want to see that plume. In fact, let's have a look up this way. Let's see what we got. We got like the 6 central cores there. You can barely see the solids actually burning. Like if I come over this way, oh, they're there. Yeah, interesting. So we're going a little bit south here. Things are going a little south. Let's try and pull ourselves back up and over towards the east rather than the south. First, I want to try and pull myself up north. Then when I somehow equal to going upright, start pulling ourselves over. I've just realised that actually I don't have a great deal of aerodynamic stabilisation on this craft, so whatever I do to try and pull it over is going to be a great risk in flipping over. We're about half the speed where I expect it to be the worst. About 330 is where I'm expecting us to if it is going to flip out, that's where it's going to flip out. About 330 meters per second. Solid engine still burning. We're about halfway through. Yeah, maybe about 2/3 of the way through. 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers above the ground right now. Just about moving. Sending a probe to space is also no money. That's a great idea. I tell you, I am really looking forward to the days of multiplayer when people are like, oh, I'm sending something to space, and I look down and there it is on the launch pad, right? Like that's a thing I'm really looking forward to. I just noticed that my rocket was trying to point upwards, and actually I want to be pointing towards the direction we're traveling. You're trying not to get your Kerbals killed. That's the way to run a space program, to be fair. It's no good if all the trained astronauts end up not being able to fly. We are about to run out of solid booster. Are we about to smash through them, though? Staging has dropped. The computer would like me to know that it's really not happy about it, but okay, we're there, we're good, we're fine. We're good. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. So if I'm not doing, or I suppose even actually when I am doing videos or series, I tend not to. There's one more kerbin here than I thought. I tend not to do Kerbal missions until I feel a little bit safe in sending them. The reason that's not true for videos and streams and stuff is because look at this guy. Did you want to not bring this guy? Did you really not want me to bring this guy? I blatantly did want to bring this guy. Did I not? I feel a bit foolish. You see this burn pattern right here? Where's that middle engine? You deactivate. We're gonna save that one. We're gonna save that one. Turns out I did not asparagus my fuel tanks inwards. I mean, Jeb is the one that I will send first every time. Every time. Going kind of alright. I'm gonna aim for like maybe 100. Where is my height? Alright, we're at 40. That's fine. Aim for about 100, maybe 120. I feel like we need to go a little bit higher up than we would normally go this time. That would give us some more time to use this tiny little central core that we've got here to get us up to appropriate speeds. We do seem to have. You know what? I'm just going to burn through what we've got left. There's not a great deal of fuel left, and that puts about 120. I think that's fine. Tonk. Oh, look at that, 120 and a half. That's nice. Now, as is the way, I'm going to try and pick up a little bit of rotation here, and then stage. Doesn't look like the rotation's. It's slowly getting there. I just want it so it's got some sideways velocity, because at any instant in time, a rotation is actually trying to go sideways. It's only the fact that you've got some tension coming from the decoupler that pulls it round. I guess that's good enough. Stage. Okay. Alright. Are we good? I think we're good. I'm going to turn this one back on. Oh, and then turn the throttle off. Oh, no. How? That was because I was at full throttle when I turned the engine. Oh, mate. Well, I guess that... I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I'm sure incidental explosions don't really pay. Yeah, they don't pay, but aren't going to cost me, is what I'm going to say. Hey, Forrest, sorry, mate. I didn't see you there. I was in the middle of a very, very intense launch, shall we say. And why Jeb? Oh, no, Jeb volunteers himself for the early missions, you know? When I'm like, oh, look at this that might just blow up and kill everyone. He's like, I'll sit in there. I was like, okay, you sitting there. I was like, this one's going on a one-way trip to Elu. He just volunteered. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so we need separatrons. Separatrons. I believe I've got some now. This is fuel tanks on the engines. There we go. These tiny little ones here. I'm just gonna put them like that way up. Actually, I know better than this. But if I go for the side and then give it a little angle inwards towards my craft, let me bring this over this way and angle it the other way. And this will slowly peel the rocket, or peel the tank, sorry, away from my rocket. It's the wrong way. Oh no. Who knows what I've just done there. All sorts of craziness could have happened in that picking up, putting down. Game is a bit weird now. Alright, now I've got to figure out where... Is that them? This 24, does that sound right? 4 times 6, yeah, 24, yeah, that's right. Okay, so... That's this stage here. We fix everything. Close to. Let's just give them some antenna to be safe. You never know. We might actually need them. 6 the number. It is now. Now I'm like, all right. Well, how else can we fail? Okay, let's try that again. Oh, but fins, just sort of alter talk. I think we were okay with the last launch, actually, right? I'm not sure where I could even put the fins on this craft without them just exploding when we drop stuff. So I think, yeah, I think we're good. I had no intention of rescuing him at any point. What I did have an intention of was sending out another craft that him and an engineer could end up like MacGyvering together some sort of weirdness from. Unfortunately, that never actually ended up going anywhere because I suddenly become very busy in my life, which is unfortunate. I'd like it's for ideas like that I'd like a small team to get together, right? Start putting some like actual KSP story things together. Like, you know, like I don't know, say Jeb does get sent to Juna, like exiled. If not Jeb, like just someone else, whatever, right? And then like the actual Kerbal space program end up sending some Kerbals out, and then your banished guy ends up hijacking their craft and like tearing off only the essentials to get them back and stuff. Yeah, it'll be fun. It would be. It's like I really need to, because it was such a good time. Kerbot Wars. I need to try and make an arena with the planet side mod or something. If we just did it once, then we'd have an arena to do Kerbot Wars in. And I also need a better pun, one that sounds like BattleBots rather than Kerbot Wars. Because that's what the Americans know them as, and half the internet is Americans, and then everybody else gets to squabble amongst themselves as to what they call it, which is an unfortunate state of affairs that we find ourselves in, but here we are. Okay, I think we're holding steady. We're again at the 6 kilometers that we were at last time. We're just passing our way through the speed of sound. Nothing seems to want to tear us out of aerodynamic stability here. It's a bit hard to see what's going on. So let me just like look at the engines. Oh, are those my? What does the revert even do, KSP2? What does revert even do? Does this get tidied up? No. The solid boosters from my last flight are coming crashing down to Earth, or rather, crashing down to Kerbin. Sorry, excuse my slip of the language there. But like, I bet they're not even. I bet I'm racing up towards them at a ridiculous pace. And ooh, 3, 2, 1, stage. Maybe turn that off. We actually, then we like push up a little bit. Just get through that. Okay. I think we're good. I did see some heating there. I wonder what that's about. Okay, there go my other engines. Because of course they're at the same height. Like that would make sense. The probe failed. Oh no. So one of the reasons that I do like sending Kerbals out for like the first interplanetary missions is because they don't lose communication range. So as long as you don't mind doing horrific things to your Kerbals, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I think we're doing all right. We're still building speed. We're at 20 kilometers up. We're still pushing out Apoapsis away. We're about to hit a staging event, and this is the one that scuppered us last time. Oh, it's because it's sideways. I was like, wait, are we missing a fuel tank here? I don't see the end cap of the one in front, but like, yeah, of course, it's facing sideways there. That really had me worried then for a moment. We got still 600 meters per second left in the tank. I feel like I'm just going to carry on burning even when we run out of fuel here. We're going to stage, and I'm going to carry on burning the middle core out because we're not traveling quite as fast as I would like to have been. If I can be completely honest with you right here. Which I hope so. We've all been talking to each other for long enough now. And I do tend to flag quite heavily when I'm just acting or whatever. Okay, I want to be back on surface, and looking towards the airflow, because whilst there isn't much atmosphere up at 40 kilometers, there is a little bit. So I'm going to now kill my engines. Can you set up whatever? Let's just go. Okay, that's a good separation. The engine bells are kissing, but I think that's okay. They're flying quite nicely off with each other there. As we get our engine back, let's go back to orbital maneuvers. Okay, so you can see when we staged, I managed to wait. We don't have the fuel, but I put so much fuel on this. I feel like the Kerbal, what was the fuel estimator, the Delta V readout is lying to us. But to a rather interesting conversation about someone about the Delta V readout on the Kerbal forum the other day. I was like, oh yeah, every time I try, it's completely broken. Like they explained the bugs that I've encountered, and they're like, we're not talking about bugs here. I was like, well, am I not allowed to share my personal experiences? I don't know, guys. What do you think? Where are we going wrong with this mission again? Because even to get up into orbit, I've got to burn out this entire stage. Then this center stage, I mean, I suppose that is what this was designed for, but we're not actually getting up to the speeds that I was hoping for. I mean, we're still going to give it a go, whatever. I'm worried, mostly because this stage here doesn't have any engines on it, and I really should have put an engine right there, just to be sure, right? Because I was like, oh, we're never going to use all that fuel, and then like, if I'd done that, you know, we would have just ended up burning through the fuel at the terrible times again, right? We're burning hard, but I don't know if we're burning hard enough. Do we actually need the triple core down at the bottom here? Now, like, planning new. Yeah, 3.5 to 4,000. That's depends where you're going in orbit as well, because that's a low orbit. If you want to get up to like geostate or kerbo stationary, you need closer to 5. Hold my heading. Yeah, we're about 1,000 short of where I wanted to be. Alright, 60-second poll, guys, in the chat, if you will. Do I scrap and rebuild the bottom stage? Because I think I'm basically gonna make this a triple core and then do the onion staging around the outside. Or do we see how far this one can get? I think I'm leaning towards the scrap it. Yeah, definitely actually seeing like the fuel levels that we've got. I think the triple core might be the winner. Launching day. Oh yeah, shout. Good shout. Good shout. We'll do that next time. In fact, let's do that now. Revert to BAB, confirm. So the plan is, as soon as it loads, I'm gonna tear it off. I'm gonna strip away the majority. I'm gonna turn the symmetry off. That's probably the best way of turning it. So we can come back here, grab this in the middle here. Cool. Wish I knew what that was coming out of there like that. Then we're going to. Where's the decoupler here? Hello? Okay. So we need the decoupler to be that side of it. In my tell me I've got the triple adapter. This is going to be pretty horrific, but we're going to do it anyway. I want 3. It doesn't like it. Why are you not enjoying what I'm doing? The struts are so weird. So weird. I think the struts are possibly the bit that the game is most broken with. Try that orientation. And then from up here, 3. Doesn't like going down to that. Okay, fine. We'll just live with it as it is then, I suppose. And then we'll come down this way with the slanted adapter, and then we should be able to then fit all that I want to fit, just like this. Can we get this? Okay, that's good. That's good. The camera is not playing well today. In fact, most of Kerbal is not playing well today. I guess we'll let it off for now. So that should be a triple core booster. Then I'd kind of like to put more of these on, you know? But it's unfortunately not going to be on each side. There is no way, for instance, that I'm going to be putting another one in there, right? Now, does fuel flow in the correct direction? I don't see any on here at all, actually. Okay, we'll just do that. I hope that went right. There was a lot of flashing going on in the background there. I'm just going to, like, pretend that the game knows what it's doing, and then I'm going to carry on. I mean, what is that? And only if I see a horrific something or other am I going to stop. I mean, it's pretty horrific as it is, but this is more, right? This is more. We should be able to get this all. What is up with this staging? Really? You all started as a proper set of stages, and then just because I've copied you out, you've decided to. But why would you not copy the stages to the same places? I don't understand. Where are those? And that's the inner core. Okay. Oh, I see. It's just copied. The stages with. All right. Yeah. Okay. I can see. I'm not sure I can explain. Is that enough? Is that right? Is that good? I think so. So all the engines fire at the bottom. Then we drop the solids. 18? 4 sets of 6? Wait. 6 sets of 6? Yeah, 6 sixes. And then this is the bit that's not right. Where is this on my staging list? I don't know. Oh no. Oh, okay. All right. So it used to be on Kerbal 1 that you could highlight the engine and it would show you on the staging list where it would go. But turns out that's not the thing now. That's fine. We can adapt. Okay. I think that's now all the staging where it should be. I'm gonna save it. We're gonna go find out. I mean, that's the fun part of this game anyway, right? It's blowing up the rockets along the way. All the rockets blew up along the way. I'm still at 5.6. Does not sound like a big enough number. Am I like right on some threshold or something? So the update did not come out an hour ago, unfortunately. I really wish it had. I would have been there with the update to go. Also, hi. How you doing? How you doing? I waited around for a little bit, and I was like, yeah. Unfortunately, we're just gonna have to get the stream started. I suppose we could like. Anybody know how big it is? I bet we could download it and be back within like 3 minutes. Unless it's like a 14 gig update, it should be fine. And the only thing I want from the update is to see what its re-entry mechanics are like, right? Because that's what they were offering. I did this wrong. My apologies. We're in the dark. I couldn't do that a third time. I was distracted by the update is out. Do you know how big it is? So someone tell me it's less than a gig, and we can go to 294 megabytes. Do we want to break the save? Do we want to break the save? Like my craft break on the launch pad. Revert to B&B. I don't know. Oh, the music stops when I click away. All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it live on air, because that's what I'm about. Quit the game, save and exit. Let's have a look. Who wants to take a guess? 33 seconds. Are you kidding me? I don't believe you. I actually don't believe you. So it's a 249 meg download and it's a 3 gig unzip. So, I was learning about galaxies today. Oh, did I actually download a picture for you guys? Do you guys know about the great debates that happened around? I think it was 1920s. Before Hubble managed to get himself well known. This is the picture. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just throw it somewhere. So in the 1920s, they used to believe that the Milky Way was all of it, because, like, honestly, we're sat here in the middle of it, and all we can see are stars, right? That's what I want. I am. Apart from off in the distance somewhere, there was this thing. This is Andromeda, right? This was literally a picture from 1902. Why have you hung up? Please don't hang up. Okay, a minute. Only a minute. He's British. I am British. Yeah. So this was kind of the thing that made people go, what's going on out there? So this is Andromeda. Nowadays we know it as the Andromeda Galaxy, but back in the day it was called the Andromeda Nebulae, because people looking out into the wilds with their... Is this coming through? Okay, yeah, cool. My live feed was not showing me this picture. I was like, oh no, is it not going through? Oh yes, please start that game again. And people didn't know whether these were part of the Milky Way or not. And honestly, like, it's just a ball of gas, right? It's just a swirling collection of lights and gas, right? It could just be stars on the other side of the galaxy. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell a collection of stars 10 light years away from a collection of stars 100 million light years away. Maybe 10's a bit close. Intercept games, are we there? Are we there? Hello. Okay, cool. And like, sat on the other side of the debates, it's kind of easy to be like, how could you not think things were just infinitely big or whatever? But they were only really just grappling with the idea of how big the Milky Way was at the time. You know, they're coming out of, like, religious indoctrination where they're like, oh, you know, only a couple of thousand light years across or whatever. You always wondered, how do they take pictures of our own galaxy? They don't. It's always a picture of other galaxies. There is, in fact, a simulation out there. So someone has... put together a whole bunch of Gaia information. Gaia is a satellite that went out just specifically to look at how stars are moving around. And someone has kind of figured out what the Milky Way looks like from the inside, and they've made like an artist's rendition. And it doesn't look like anything like you would see from any others. Like, you know, that nice, beautiful spiral galaxy. We do live in a nice, beautiful spiral galaxy. But then just kind of like give it a shake from one edge, because it's got a big old wave going right through the middle of it. So, okay, well, here we are. New update. New. I guess we find out straight away. Is this number different? Is this number different? What were those shapes? That was it loading. Was going to say religion put us back to say no, the Earth is center, whereas people knew better. I mean, yeah, it's hard to not think that we are, like, because of relativity. I mean, even in a very real sense, and I really do mean this, in a very real sense, we are all the center of our own universes, right? Because... Ooh, please don't fall apart. How does this look? It's wobbling. I think they broke it. I think the update broke it. Oh, that's great. That's great. What are the noises? What is this? Wow, that's crazy. New ship, new people. I mean, I assume we can just strut it together and fix like why? This way. Has this ruined my entire... Refer to the VAP. Has this ruined my entire plan? I might just launch just the standard rescue. So because of the age of the universe and the finite speed of light, you are at the center of your own bubble of causality, right? There's only been 13 point whatever years in that the universe has been around, and I say whatever in a very meaningful way. We still haven't quite nailed that answer down, but 13 point whatever billion years, right? You can only see 13 point whatever billion light years away. So we all live in that 13 point whatever billion light year bubble, and we're all in the very center of it. You're however many miles east of me. I'm guessing because I'm in Wales. So you see a universe that has that many more miles on the east of it than. And mine has been taken away from the wet. Like it's crazy how like actually really really like deep down we are all the center of our own universes, and it's because the only way, like especially us feeble humans, the only way we have to interact with the world around us is through photons, right? Is firing electromagnetic radiation. There's no struts. Where's all the struts gone? It's firing electromagnetic radiation at stuff and seeing what bounces off, right? Like that's it. That's the only way us feeble humans can do. There's other ways once you start involving machines and stuff. Like there's totally like neutrinos and stuff like that are things to look into. Gravitational waves are the other one. You know, like these are all what we like to call multi-messenger astronomy, right? Multi-messenger astronomy. It sounds really good. Sounds really good, but it's just because for literally forever, right? Like they say Galileo brought around the telescope revolution, right? But we've been using light since we've been looking, right? You know, like nature figured out light. And it's not until we start messing around with gravity waves and stuff like that we actually start using new stuff. As far as we're aware, nothing uses gravity or neutrinos. Now, it's a big statement. That was a big statement, all right? It's probably not real. There's probably some like deep water crayfish out there that knows where you are because of the gravitational influence that you exert on space-time or something like that, right? Or it sees the shadow that you cast in the neutrino rain coming from the sky, from the sun. I threw some struts on there. Think that's good enough? A few struts. All I did really was secure the top. 5.8. That's an even different number. I don't think that's the right number. I also said something about doing this. Pull that off of there. Put an engine on there. Just so we got access to more. That's quite the Delta V readout. I think we've got more than 400. How do I like convince it wants to recount? I think we're just gonna risk it. Why not? Let's go. This is a great video. Wait. Let's get back up. Best laid plans of mice. Indeed. The universe always expands away from the point at the center. Yes. I mean, the universe is just expanding, and because it's expanding everywhere at the same amount, there is no center. But yeah, you know what? I hate to be that science guy. What? Anybody else think something's gone mildly wrong? I'm guessing I put the engine in the wrong place, but also like, what? by quantum fracture. I don't know about them. Do you know scientists took a photo of the sun at night using neutrinos? I do. It's really cool. They took it like through the planet. Did you know they've got a map of the Milky Way using neutrinos? I need to look into this more. I've had this conversation in the past, and I need to know more. Where is this engine gone? It is that one. Wait, so where's the central engine for this one? Oh wait, there is no central engine. It's 3. Okay, that's fine. There's that stage. So we put you up there. Save that. Complicated rocket, man. Just thought this 200 tons, man. Just 200 tons. Yeah, so I don't know how they told the difference between different like stars or neutron. I assume it's like how much energy the neutrino had, right? Because like a neutrino that comes from a white dwarf is gonna have a lot more energy than a neutrino that comes from a standard sun. Sorry, I'm making like shrugging motions here because I don't know what. Like, there's a lot of things that make neutrinos, right? But I should imagine they all have different amounts of. I'm going to say kinetic energy. You know, they all hit hard. So neutrino, I get. Let's run through what neutrinos are. So like, there's this beautiful process in nature called beta decay. I pressed X. I didn't mean to press X. Called beta decay, and it's basically when the atom is unbalanced, right? It's either got too many protons or not enough protons, or its protons are all out of whack, yo. And it can take a neutron, split it in half. The weak nuclear force splits it, sends an electron one way, and the proton stays where it is because that's kind of the point, right? But if you work out the masses, there's some mass, well, there's more to the point, some energy, right? So you work out the masses and you go, oh, there's some mass missing, but that's fine. That's how nuclear reactions work, right? That however much mass you're missing, you plug into E equals mc squared. It has a purpose. It's not just a weird set of letters. You plug into E equals mc squared. You find out how much energy you get out of it. And it wasn't tallying. The people were doing, Dirac in particular. No, Dirac was antimatter. Who was it who did neutrinos? Anderson, maybe? I don't know. So I would have to look this up. But someone noticed that the numbers weren't balancing out. That there was just this little bit of energy that was being lost in the whole process. And let's put that back. And because the proton was positive and the electron was negative, all the charge was accounted for, so it had to be neutral. And so in Italian, so whoever it was Italian. In Italian, neutrino means like little neutral one. Like ino is the way that we would say like let, like, you know, like spoonlet would be a small spoon. Spoonino is the Italian version, right? I'm sure, like, where the eno gets cut off is different than what I said. I'm not a native speaker. I don't know how it works, right? I'm just regurgitating what I know. And so and so everyone was like, okay, great. Well, we found this new particle. We need to figure out what it does. A whole bunch of experiments were thought up, and it turned out that they just don't like to interact. People figured out the numbers. And what is the classic line? If you hold up your thumb, a billion a second go through your thumbnail, something like that. Now, remember, your thumb's made of trillions of atoms, so a billion per second isn't quite as much as you think. But they're one of the most abundant particles in the universe. There's almost more neutrinos than everything else. It's not dark matter, by the way, because they've got too much energy. Dark matter is very cold. It has to be very cold because it falls to the center of gravity wells. And if it was hot, it would have a lot of energy and it would escape the gravity well, right? Supernovas release most of their energy in neutrinos. Yes. It's crazy how much stuff just, I'm going to use a really weird way of describing it here, just disappears in neutrinos or gravity, stuff like that. Is that going well? Is that going well? So, like, you know, supernova lose a lot of their energy via neutrinos. That's like a lot of mass just being converted into, I mean, it is another type of mass, but it's just disappearing. This matter is just disappearing, right? And then, like, two black holes will come together and collide, right? And the gravitational energy will take away several sun-size worth of mass in energy away, and the black hole just shrinks by that many of solar masses, and that's crazy to me. How does the conversion happen? And I'm sure. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I start my high energy astrophysics module, so I'll be coming back with answers for this stuff. I will be coming back. I can't believe I took off at night again. Nobody called me out until this point. What I should have done was gone round to the morning and saved it at that point. That would have worked out really well for us. I was on a roll with neutrinos, though, I can say it. I've heard they use neutrinos to know in advance when a supernova happens because they reach us before light does. This is true, and because light goes slower than a star in neutrino. It's not so much like... It's because in a supernova is really, really dense, right? There's a lot of stuff for the photons to bounce off of, and it takes a while for it to get all the way up. Whereas neutrinos don't interact with anything, so they just go, right? The moment that the supernova happens, the neutrinos are released. Whereas the light has to fight its way out past all the electrons, because it's the electrons that, well, to a point, the protons as well, but it's the charge, right? The positive and negative charge that the photons actually interact with. Mostly it's electrons, as far as I'm aware, though. Citation needed on that part. I don't know if we're gonna make it. What is it? Why can't I launch this rocket? I know it's a beast, but still. We're gonna carry on, though. We're gonna carry on. I must have it now. Two little lights out on top of my craft. There he is. There's the face. Remember where we put the face on the spacecraft? Wasn't that good name? Okay, we're not pushing apoapsis away anyway. Oh, no, we are. We are. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just gonna carry on burning through here. Yeah, neutrinos are like an interesting particle. We, big inverted commas here, know that they can oscillate between 3 different forms, and we think there might be a 4th. Of course, all of this is the problem with neutrinos is nobody ever points at one and goes, "That's a neutrino." All we can do is point at a flash of light and go, "A neutrino hit over there," you know, which is difficult to do. It's difficult to like be statistically significant in your statements, which is obviously, you know, that's the thing that we always want to try and do in science. 140. We're going high, but I'm okay with that. I just want to like get that burn out of the way, you know. Press X to kill the throttle, and then stage. Hopefully we're staging at the right place. A quick save as well, actually. That staging suddenly made me feel like maybe I could go wrong at any moment. Okay, that's fine. This is this is breaking away here. I was like, has it actually gone wrong already? I don't know how close I want to be to apoapsis to start burning. Needs to happen. Do you know if neutrinos are affected by gravity? You know, I've asked this question at university, and no, we don't know. No, we don't know. There's little nuggets that made me stay with you in your street. Oh, thanks. Thanks, man. I'm definitely going to be coming back with more. And normally, if you let me know ahead of stream, I can be well researched as well. Anyway, that was a nice little tangent about neutrinos. Aren't they great? Legit, they are. They are sort of the... they're one of the way markers to new physics, right? In the same way that, like, dark energy and dark matter also are signposts to new physics, where stuff... yeah, it's just stuff where we can't do anything other than put numbers in it. So when we're talking Newtonian Galilean physics, when we're talking like, a ball gets thrown, gravity acts upon it, we're very precise in our predictions, right? The ball gets thrown, it hits the floor 3.7 seconds later. The rocket has a certain amount of propulsion. The fuel burns through at such a rate, right? We've got all of this stuff that's very, very precise, gives very good workable answers. But then there's stuff like, and that's great. When you start applying it to the universe, you find out that the numbers don't quite work right. So like the rate that galaxies spin around in circles, right? That they rotate. It's just normal Newtonian gravity, right? There's a center of mass and there's stuff swirling around it. In the same way that would work if you use the solar system, right? There's a center of mass and everything swirls around it. It just happens to be that the center of mass is inside the sun. The sun also swirls around that center of mass. But when we run those calculations, it doesn't quite work out right. And that's where we then end up putting in dark matter. Literally, along we come with just a new symbol, call it lambda, and we're like, the gravitational effects of the universe are like this, and this, plus lambda. It's a bit shocking when you're first like, well, and we just crowbar that in there, and they're like, yep, okay, cool. And it shows that we're missing something from our full description, right? And who knows where that is missing? It could be anywhere, literally anywhere. It could be right down to the very foundations of like what is energy. It could be that we have missed something floating around in the universe, right? There's a whole bunch of things that it could have gone. Speaking of, what is going on with this launch? We've got the fuel. Do we have the time? And so quantum physics is all of that. Like from the ground up, they're like, oh, well, here's how we expect billiard balls to act. But none of this does that, so we're just going to crowbar some extra maths in. And that's the best way I can describe quantum. Oh, and it doesn't give actual predictions, it just gives you probabilities of things. Like, this happens a quarter of the time, and you got to watch it like a billion times to go, yeah, a quarter of the time that did happen. Yeah. Which, like, again, atoms are small, there's a lot of them. Watching things happen a billion times is not that difficult, right? It's what the LHC and all the big particle colliders are literally built to do. But it doesn't feel very satisfying to me. Let's look at the map view. Let's see how bad it is. Yeah, I think we're gonna make it. How graceful this is going to be is another question. Why are we struggling so much with this mission? How are we... What is my fundamental failure in approach? Is it trying to launch it as one? Is that the problem here? Okay, see you around, Charles. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, it's got me thinking. It's got me thinking. Yeah, perhaps this is going on. Good enough. Is this going to be fine? I hope it. I'm just scrolling up through the chat here, so I don't do very often. Okay. How are we doing? We're 200 Delta V's left in the tank. We're just about coming up into orbital, though. Look, the periapsis going up and around. That's cool. Do we burn ragely out at this point? I'll bring my periapsis up. It's not really affecting my apoapsis. This is a terrible waste of fuel, but as you see, my apoapsis is now coming down. Technically, we're not really doing anything to add to the orbit by burning ragely out. We're just kind of like rotating it around the fixed point that is my craft. I'm alright with that. Ooh, are we gonna run out? No, we just pushed it up before we ran out of fuel. Kind of want to spin up to throw these. I can't look. I'm on full lock and it's not going nowhere. Almost makes a good space station, or would do if we could actually see. Oh, are you kidding me? How? What even happened? What? Well, alright, fine, whatever. Do these not now... What? I feel like we have been robbed. No, I want the... Where's the resource transfer? 3 mission tracker... What is going on, propellant? Oh no, that burnt through all of them. Which means once again, let's get rid of all this. Why are you throwing it upwards? I think whatever the problem was, that right there we have seen. And so this one's also empty. And there is literally no way that this is going to have the fuel. Beautiful sunrise on a terrible situation. I tell you what. Sorry, you might be able to tell by the way I've frozen up. Well, not frozen up, but not speaking right here. I don't know how to fix this. Not E. I don't actually rightly know. Extend all these panels at least. No, I suppose I could. We got some on the inside. Okay, that's interesting. If this was KSP 1, I'd just be like, alright, well, we'll fly a claw up, no worries. But even that's not going to work. Alright, I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back. Because this is the thing we need to get to Minmus. So there's like no point. Yeah, no, I will. I'll do my best to. How far around is it? Wait, let's have a look. That far? No, gotta go to the tracking station for this one. Not the training center, the tracking station. I see that T and I click. I don't know what it is. My brain just jumps ahead. Does it all the time and I can't help it. Even when I know. Why won't you let me go any faster than this? Now the tracking station. So I went to the KSC, back to the tracking station, from the tracking station, and now suddenly I can go faster. Almost like something forgot that daytime, that the change of scene had happened. That's what I'm trying to say. Need to do something about all these debris. They really are not helpful. They just keep building up. Like, is there a way of clearing all debris? That would be cool, you know. Okay, I'm just gonna bring it back like this. Just gonna bring it back like this. Should imagine it's gonna be quite the spectacular re-entry. Even fast forwarding this takes forever. The light engine on this game, though. I mean, if there's anything we're going to give it credit for, it's good use of Unity's inbuilt light shaders. Okay, now even looking at the amount my periapsis is changing here, screams there are problems. So what? Where's my total mass? We get a total mass readout here. So do I get to use all this fuel and still be above 200 tons? Doubt it. Yeah, no, probably not. Looking at what's going on over here, but we do get to burn quite a fair bit of it. So, you know, if things go really wrong, we've got some recourse. I really want this to just land like this, you know. So do I strap for essentially radial boosters? I don't think that's going to work. Because my idea is maybe to strap 1, 2. We could get like 8 serious boosters around here. Is that too much? Also, this is totally more than the Delta V readout is giving me, right? Like, is that dropping 1 for 1? Is that actually happening? Like, so by the time we've burnt fuel at 100, we should be at 267. So let's now speed it up. And 267 when we've burnt through all of the fuel. After much flapping around, you have your fleet ready for the trip to Jewel, a rescue ship, a lathe rover, and a miner for Bop. Had to call another tanker as your tanker would not dock to the blockages. Oh no, due to blockages. Probably shouldn't have accelerated there. Now pointed in a different direction for a little bit. It's a shame that it doesn't follow the nav marker whilst you're under acceleration in space. Like, it totally would do that if you were down on the surface. just about to hit atmosphere just as we run out of fuel. Hey, there's something else just floating in the atmosphere. Can't select it. It's an old tank. Look, it's above the Kerbal Space Center. 129 is my orbital speed. What? Why didn't that engine come on? I've got full throttle. Why is my engine not coming on? Why did that last? Maybe that was out of fuel. Fuel tanks around the docker port were bumped against the other ship's fuel tanks. Okay, yeah. Really not doing well at coming up with alternative launcher plans in my head. There's gonna be loads, but I just can't. Look at that gimbaling go nuts. Man, this doesn't even go this bad when I'm writing my own tracking program. Did they actually implement a PID controller, or have they just got a relative one? So PID controller, I need to try and figure out how to explain this for the Juno series. A PID controller is a way of pointing at a certain thing. Now, this could be like how to physically point your rocket, or it could be like how much throttle to turn on and off. Like there's a whole bunch of things that PID can control for you, and it measures the distance away from your desired outcome you are. But if you only really kind of feed that back, you end up getting closer and closer and closer without ever actually getting to the point where you want to be. So that's the P, the proportional. They call it the integral, and yeah, I suppose it is adding everything up, so it is technically doing an integral, but all it does is add up how far away you are each turn, and if it doesn't go into like the negative, if it doesn't go over, then it keeps getting bigger, right? So it tells you to keep going until you get there. To overcome that proportional problem. And then D is the differential, which basically tells you the rate of change, right? So it tries to make it responsive in the way that you want it to be, you know, so it doesn't take forever to get there, or it doesn't like get there and overshoot or stuff like that. So you can change like the rate. And like that's pretty well standard in not just space flight, but like engineering in general. It is just a thing that got developed a long time ago, because the first way of thinking about things wasn't good enough, right? It was good enough for a little while, but it wasn't amazing. So they come up with this new mathematical system, and I wonder whether the KSP devs have even implemented it. Or if they have, they've done it badly. No, don't worry. In the coming episodes of Juno New Origins, you will see exactly how badly I can implement it. Going for a splashdown. Okay, what a terrible, terrible mission. Let's get some science. Terrible. Recover that vessel. Confirm. Did we get any science? Does it tell us what science we got? It never tells us. I feel like the science feedback is terrible in this game. I don't know how much we've got. Like, did I earn this 156? Maybe not. I don't know. This is the one I'm aiming for, Rover's 400, because we keep trying to launch something with wheels, and it keeps going, oh, actually, your landing gear don't count as wheels. And I'm like, okay, I get it. They don't really. But Okay, so, man, let's open this up again. Yep. Oh, hello, loading screen. What's this loading screen about? I didn't ask for with loading. What? Did I click something by accident? I don't remember clicking. Maybe. Revert to VAV. Confirm. Okay, so how can we make this better? How can we make this? I want to be like lots of small stages. Rather than great big ones. Like, bearing in mind all we've got is the main cell, right? If I grab this, this is gonna be terrible. Probably deserve to be shot. No, it's not gonna fit. Look, you can see where I'm going, right? Yeah, that. Yeah, no, it's not gonna fit. Look, we could place it, but we got conflicting solids in the middle there. I mean, if that's the only problems, no, I'll take it off of either side, right? Maybe a 4-way stack inside. Where's this? Keep that outside one. I mean, I'm going to keep that one as well. And then let's come back here. I like roughly what we got going on here. This bad boy. I'm hoping. Got not much else going on, so we got to be hoping. That's kind of terrible. Oh, I pressed 3, muscle memory right there. Changed the build anchor, which I still don't still don't entirely know exactly what the build anchor does, but okay, that was roughly what. Did that only change one of them? Dude, are you kidding me? What is this? This is terrible. So maybe they've fixed orbital decay, but man, I feel like they've broken a lot of structural stuff here. Can we now pull that? Oh no, that way, and then also that way. Oh, it's not going to work because they're not all symmetric. What is this? Did that do it? Has that given me what I want? Because all I want to do now is just ever so slightly move. Yes. Move this out in both directions, so they're not clipping into each other so hard. I think you can understand why I'm a little bit worried about the clippage in this game. They really don't like it. Okay, so this now looks like just a standard central rocket core, right? Let's go. Everything above that is good. Okay, that's fine. That's what we want. So if we go from here and here up to there, that should ease that wobble as well. Okay, all right. Now we grab this. 4 going out this way. Work? I think it works. And we're gonna pull this in this woods. There must be more we can do here, right? So if I was to take these off, grab this. Does this work? Well, I sure do hope so. We're gonna have a hell of a mess in the staging, but I mean, you're right. It does look like an explosion waiting to happen. A way we can pull them in some more. One in that way. One in that way. And then hopefully the same on this side. What are you selecting here? One in that way. Two, one in that way. Alright. Not sure how I feel about this, but it might be the only way we get the power that we want. And the fuel flow that we want. Suppose both are necessary. Yeah, I got a feeling this is going to explode when we get it out there because like these bits are going to be quite floppy. But we can figure it out. So you guys go in there. You guys also go in there. You go up to here. Okay. Okay. We have a bunch of solids up here, aren't we? You, and you are all separate drones. We got to scroll so far. Like, there's no way we're at 13 stages already, right? Yeah, what could go wrong? You can't tell me we've only got 200 Delta V. I read your mind. That's good. That's good because I'm not sure what I did, but I did. Oh, it looks wobbly, but I guess that's what we've been dealing with. 3, 2, 1, go. No, go. Is it enough? Have we got what it takes? I hope so. I'm looking at the fuel flows here. I'm just going to ever so slightly, that was the smallest press I could give it, bring this down so that we just get the solids going just a little bit above the liquid flow rate there. It doesn't appear to be slowing down our ascent any tool. I at some point managed to turn off SAS. That's fine though. That's fine. We've lost the dramatic music. It's totally given up on it, hasn't it? But that's fine. We're only moving at 40, 50 meters per second already. So I suppose I kind of want to hold on for the moment. What we're really look, it's these ones that are burning faster. Which I'm going to slow that down a little bit more. We are climbing fine, we're climbing steady, we're climbing well. I wish there was a G meter. I've said this many times and I'll say it again. I really wish there was a G meter in this game. Like we got a vertical speed here, that's nice. But it doesn't really tell me how well I'm pulling away. And with the horrific like frame rate issues this game's got, it's not like we can just infer by looking at it. There is a G meter. Where? Surface, ground. This one? Maybe this one? Left side of the crew. Oh, there it is. Well, no, it's there, G. Like, not sure whether I count this. Oh, hello, we've got Bartle. Like, because we're not just experiencing 0 Gs right now. Like, we are accelerating, yeah. This is not a good takeoff. I can tell already. We have tilted over too quick. I hate this at the moment. Setting of a state creating vessel. Okay. So it holds on to the state this time. Take a good state holding. So do the G's you pull. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, last 10 minutes. Can we even get this into orbit? I sure do hope so. The question I'm contemplating with my launch profile right now, because like this is a fairly hefty craft, right? Like that is the whole point. That is a fairly hefty craft. And normally I want to take hefty craft up almost directly upwards, because the drag that I experience from the atmosphere can be quite extreme. That said, the more upright I am, the less efficient my burn is, and that definitely seems to be something that we are suffering from here. So that's the dilemma that I am struggling with. The other one is, how do I make this even bigger? Do we go for more rings of staging? You know what I'm saying? Do we end up making like just this huge monster that barely even fits on the pad, and it's like 27 rockets down at the bottom, and before we've even cleared a kilometer we're dropping stages from the outside? Like, I've done those before, they're fun. It's probably what I'm going to do after this if this doesn't go well. I'm going to sit there and build one of those, because building one of them is not stream fun. It's just like build a module, repeat, which I suppose technically is what we've been doing here. But okay, pulling my throttle back a little bit for the same reason that I said first time. I'm noticing this line and this line are very close together, and I don't want them finishing that close together. I want the solids finishing way beforehand. What number? So obviously this is kilometers off the floor in the background here. You can see the 7 winding down. There must be a 6 back there. So this is number of kilometers. Why is this in the background here? Kilometers per second? Like, are we on our way up to? That's a 1. That's a 2. Yeah, maybe it's kilometers per second over here. Which is not the best scale to have in the Kerbal system, as you very rarely exceed, say, 10 kilometers per second, right? Even in solar orbit, you're not going that much faster. I don't know how fast low Kerbal orbit is. Maybe that's something we'll go check out at some point. Okay, we're getting ready for the staging here. Ready for the staging. Trying to keep myself balanced on my surface prograde, because that tells you which way the air do be flowing. We've got ourselves 0.65432. Oh, is my staging right? I have no idea how to check. It's so all over the place. Did that work? Yes. Is that going to carry on working? Yes. Okay. All right. That's fine. I know. Oh, okay. We actually burnt through rockets in a weird way. My staging is nowhere near right. Pause the game. Pause the game. Like, well, this is supposed to be the good thing about Kerbal, right? As you can state. Look at this. This is terrible. This is not what we want. The reason being that. Oh man, how are we going to do this? So at the moment, what I want to happen is this booster here and this booster here drops away from this center booster, and that's done 3 times. You can see this flat panel here, left and right want to drop away, but the center one wants to stay. And what's going to happen at the moment is all 3 will drop. So I need to... I don't know how... Oh, here we go. We found that. That's a sideways one. Okay. Am I actually going to have to go through this like this? It looks like... Ooh, did I manage to separate them? I saw some 4-4s. No, that is not true. Okay, you here. You're this one. Oh, mate, if we have to do this for every single one. We are going to have to do this for every single one, obviously. I mean, why would I not? But thankfully, you can quite easily tell just at a relative glance which one's which. Those are the 4 cardinals, so we've got you. I don't think I'm going to separate out the Separatrons. You, so that leaves 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these here. No, I'm not going to separate the Separatrons. Okay, all right. That took forever. My apologies. Play. I don't like what's about to happen, but we'll just live with it. 3, 2, 1, stage. Explosions? No explosions. Oh, something just got hit. What was it? It wasn't anything on the craft. We're fine. Okay, we're good. We're fine. It was all fine. Why would anyone think there's any problems anywhere else? No, we're all good. We're fine. No problem. Okay, let's... What is this mess of stuff behind me? Okay, we still seem to be accelerating relatively fast. I wish I knew how fast, as always. I'd like to know that we're accelerating somewhere between 1.5 and 2G. If we could be doing that, that would be great. That would tell me that I am quite handily getting over the gravity constraints without picking up too much drag. Obviously, the two big issues with this craft, like if you're going straight upwards, gravity's pulling you straight back downwards. So you're going to be fighting gravity the whole way if you go that way. Obviously, sideways, if you're going fast enough sideways, gravity just turns you. It doesn't slow you down. That's kind of the whole point of orbit, right? Like it's the balance between your centrifugal force and your centripetal acceleration, I suppose. Yeah, those two. Because you're not flying away and you're not crashing to the planet, right? It's perfectly balanced. It's almost like, did you know that magnetic fields can't speed up or slow down a charged particle? Can only change other magnetic fields. So if an electron whizzes through an electric field, it will veer left or right, but it will never slow down or speed up. So the way particle colliders works, they have to use electric fields to speed it up. Which, like, for a lot of people, what's the difference? And actually, yeah, what is? But it's an interesting tidbit. If you're working out those types of things. Okay, we seem to be holding mostly steady. Whatever changes they made to the building, we have overcome them. The excess shaking had been overcome by excess strutting. Mostly our fuel is holding out now, I think. We're in. Are we in orbit? We're in suborbit. Well, we're not there yet, but we're in a suborbital trajectory. I'm about to make another stage, which leaves us a 4 core in the middle. 3, 2, 1, go. Away go the Separatrons as well. Nice. And now we're just gonna like punch our way up to orbit, right? That's just the whole thing here. And hopefully we'll have just a little bit of fuel left over to start thinking about how we're gonna min this. Hey Zedtech, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How you doing? How you doing? Is your own private bubble of a universe doing well? So we've been talking about like cosmic horizons and how we're all part of our own universes and stuff like that. The game is holding up relatively well. I still don't know whether we're going to be making it to orbit or not. We've got 1,000 delta V in the tank. We need to add at least 1,000 to our velocity, so hopefully we're there, but we're quite a distance away from apoapsis, but I don't want to wait any longer, because if I wait to get closer to apoapsis, well then I'm just going to end up like falling down into the atmosphere on the other side, because it takes us too long to accelerate. It's horrible. The game is laughing at you. You don't know what to do to fix it. Oh mate, are you still having modding issues? Yeah, that's a shame. Unfortunately, with the game in the state that it's in, I can understand why modders are like, I broke my mod and I'm not going to fix it. It takes a while. Okay, we're 100 kilometer apoapsis, at least close enough. I think I'm going to carry on, but we're 1 minute 30 away from our apoapsis. The longer I wait, the more efficient it becomes. I don't know. I feel like they should not have released the game. Yeah, no, it would. Well, the problem is they haven't released the game. They've put it in early access, which is basically a beta test, right? And here we are testing the betas and finding the bugs. But I feel like the bugs are not hidden. It's not like we need to go searching for them, right? Like. What was the one I found earlier that did actually feel like a bug? I started a countdown, and before it finished the countdown, I was like, oh wait, no, I need to go put something on here. So I put something on, and then when we relaunched the craft, the countdown was still counting, and it took off. I didn't press a button or nothing. Did it all on its own. Now that feels like the type of bug that we should be looking for in early access, not. Oh, my spacecraft, or oh, my maneuver node. You know, like those don't feel like the problems we should be having. I'm gonna turn my engine off. We're too far away from apoapsis. The burn is too inefficient. I'm not liking it. I found an interesting mod I wanted to implement into the game. Give you a challenge, and they gave up because it's stupid. Yeah, that's fair. What was the mod? What did it do? That's definitely something that I am interested in. And Nerd of all Nerds, how are you doing? Good to see you. I'm not gonna wait for a minute. Let's get this rolling to about here, yeah, give or take, and then just slowly ease those engines up. I'm not trying to push my apoapsis up higher. Do want that periapsis to come up. And the closer I am to the periapsis. What are we doing? We are taking a 200-ton vessel to Kerbin, to Minmus, sorry. This is our, I don't know, fourth attempt at launching this craft. This is by far the most, the closest to orbit we've got. Would you believe? Each time watch. It's almost like a scan sat thing. Yeah, that's good. I am all about that as a mod edition. I think kind of it's the only quote unquote real science you can do in the games is get a topological survey, right, and find out what the ground looks like. I feel like I need to sneeze. No, I'm alright. That's not like. That's not the game being like, here's a science objective, off you go. That's you being like, I want to know something, I'm going to go find it out. You know, real science. Yeah. ScanSat is one of the mods you like to use. Yeah. ScanSat, like I say, it's literally the only thing that actually feels like exploration. Yeah, I think that's the. It feels like actual exploration, right? In a way that none of the science is just like get to a waypoint and click go. All right, that's true in both versions of the game. It's a real shame because it would be nice to get something more. But like, how can anyone think of a way of doing a decent in-depth science anything? Like, it doesn't even have to be in the rocket game that we all know and love, right? Like, how do you do a science in a nice, safe game environment? You kind of can't, because you're like the two don't match. Game environments are all like, here's the dopamine button, right? Whereas science is, I don't care about your dopamine, go and find out. you know, yeah. ScanSat is KSP 2, or because the name Mob Orbital Survey. No, ScanSat was the KSP 1 one. If you use the best toys, you can find the the anomaly analyzer. Yeah. Did I get to the other side of my orbit? Did I wait too long? No, still not far enough. Still not far enough. We're so close. I want these 57 to count. But that said, that we're blatantly dropping these tanks into the atmosphere, right? That's a thing. But that's also good. That's also good. Yeah, I feel like we definitely need more sciences, right? I don't even like, would collecting. I know. I feel like the samples are definitely a thing, but like when you bring them back, that's it. That's the end of the mission, if you will. You brought the sample back. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I say, it seems like something that maybe you can't gamify, which is a big shame. I feel like it should be gamifiable. Ooh, which one's going to happen first? Run out of fuel or clear the atmosphere? We ran out of fuel. Okay, turn the throttle off. Drop the stage. Anything broken yet? You never know. Oh, really? I don't want to stage again, just in case. You know when you're like, I'm sure I did that stage, but... Oh, now I need to what? Oh. Wait. Okay, wait. We need to stop this. Pause the game. How do we know when this fuel tank has run out? Not you. Here, resource manager. Methalox. Which one's which? Well, look, we can see him here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we burn until. Oh, this is a terrible way of doing this. They've obviously not considered that we've got these tricks up our sleeves. So we're gonna burn this fuel tank down to there. So. one of these, that fuel tank there. Okay, so we just watched that one. All right, let's let the game go. Fuel furrow. Okay, this is going to be terrible. I'm not loving the way that this is set up, but that's the way of things. There's the Mun. There's Minmus over there. Set target. That was default name. Wait, no, I want Minmus. How could you? Pressing tab doesn't go through. Okay, how about if we focus, zoom in, Minmus, set target. All right, great. That's it. We want. Now, how do I reset back? How do I turn my focus back? Not you. You. Which one's even my craft? You. You know, let's just close the menu, open it back up. Yeah, that's how that works. All right, that's good. So we've got a 0.7 degree off. It's all the way. Oh my gosh, we are at the wrong time of year, aren't we? month? I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna create a maneuver node. We're going to drift out that way. Till our apoapsis is like an appropriate height, which is about 40 odd million meters, something like that. Can I grab? Gonna let me? Okay, there we go. 43. We'll go with 43. It unfortunately doesn't tell me how high up Minmus is, but 43 looks good. So we'll do that burn, and we'll see what comes from that. I've asked myself to point. We gonna point? We are pointing. Okay. The audio's got some later. You know what? There's been some troubles today with the stream. So some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. I'm near anomaly on Eve, but my robotic rover went through a wobbly. And just pinged around like a pinball. That's good. That was good. Additionally, I will give up on punctuation that's provided by Google Translators. It's absolutely horrible. I agree. Yeah, no, that's cool. Punctuation is not the thing. Just checking, like, stream health. Yeah, everything looks okay back here. Everything looks okay. Oh, the number's already burnt down a little bit. I do wonder, are my numbers changing over here? Are these changing at all? I've not been keeping an eye on it. I've not been keeping an eye. Supposedly they've fixed orbital decay again. Literally ... again in the notes. So we'll see how that works out. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. Okay, we're gonna start our burn. There's nearly a kilometer of delta V. I have no idea how much is in like one tank. 28 seconds. Can we go a little bit faster? How long do you reckon until... Well, I suppose technically things like ChatGPT have already got the punctuation game sorted. But how long until we see... How long until, like, a GPT model can also... No, I didn't want action groups or wide resources. Until an action... 4, 3, 2, 1... Can handle decent punctuation, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know where to put this now. Let's put it over there. We'll just stage when the fuel runs out, right? That's what's going to happen there. Is this tracking well? Is this doing what it's supposed to do? I never know. I never know. I'm sure someone will come along and tell me that. I'm just not understanding it, obviously. How many of that guy? Literally just someone on Reddit. Like, oh, you obviously don't understand how you're supposed to use the maneuver nodes. It's like, mate, I don't think you even understand what I'm trying to do. It's a little bit laggy, but maybe you just, yeah, okay. We're actually thinking if the sentence needs a full stop. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, it's. I don't know what's up. Everything my end says it's fine. Audio is good. Not dropping any frames. A solid 59.94 frames per second. Yeah, I mean, it all looks okay my end, so I'm not sure what I could do about it if it was something. So, yeah. No, every time I go in, we're going to lose our progress on that. Where the resource manager is. Resource manager. I wish the resource manager was much easier to get. No, we're not allowed the resource manager in that. Okay. Was easier to get to. Okay, we're definitely going to burn through this one fuel tank. But the problem with the game that you're watching you who's giving it his all to actually make content out of the game, and it literally feels like it's being held by a player. Tell me about it, mate. Oh my god. It's not, and you know, like, yeah, fair enough, I might sometimes come across as a bit of an idiot or whatever, but you know I know how to play these games. It's difficult. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Look, and now suddenly this one is coming up, and it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to make a stage soon. It's like, really? Do you think I'm gonna have to make a stage? Why didn't you think about that beforehand? then I don't know whether I'm on the right stage. I'm like, why is this hanging out here like that? What is going on with that? Yeah. I think once we've done this playthrough of the contracts, I might go and play something like XCOM for a little bit. Maybe not XCOM itself, but like something like that. Something that's got... So it's been out for a while. Probably a good start. Okay, stage. Didn't work. Stage. Okay, that's fine. It did work. We just had to wait for it. Okay. Resource manager. Have a look. See which one are we burning down now? There they are down here. Look at that. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, this is good. It's finally working. You like space? Yeah. Okay. Space. XCOM's good. We could play some XCOM. I've not played any War of the Chosen. It would take a while to play it through at 2 hours a time, but you know we could probably do it. Now the question is, are we going to burn through this tank before we finish up? We should look at the burn here. We should be fine, right? I'm looking at what we've got in the tank. Yeah, no, we should be all right. Tempted to start speeding up time, but it doesn't track your marker when under time acceleration. So it's you end up making really inefficient or sometimes completely the wrong direction ones. How hard it was for the aliens not to say I had to say lady instead of lathe. Yeah, mate. In fact, I made a little joke about it in one of the first episodes, being like, I'm sure that's not how that's supposed to be said. Yeah, it was like, what? I'm surprised about this, but apparently you do have the... I do have the universe sim. Actually, that's not a bad option as well. We could probably play some universe sim. Wait, was he? It might even have been either you or Captain Subs. If it wasn't you, then it would have been Captain Subs. They gifted it to me. I think I did a couple of videos, but there was a problem. What was it? I can't remember. Well, it wasn't. I don't think it was anything too serious. Okay, we're going to be coming in for our final bits of burn here. I mean, we could do longer streams, but man, I would need to take a break somewhere around the 2-hour mark to be like, I'm just going to go get a cup of tea and a breather. Because I don't know if you can tell, but you know, as the streams get longer, my conversational skills definitely. I pressed X. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? It's all right. It's fine. I'm sure. Look how close these two are. Surely there's a way. I'm gonna pause the game here because I don't want to go screaming past this point right here. Will it not let me put one down because the game is paused? Oh, I kind of dislike that. Create a minute. Can I now interact with it now that the game is paused? No. Oh, I hate that. That's horrible. That's why even have the pause? Am I just supposed to like look at it and go, yes, trouble's coming? Oh, was there one there? Did we see something there? Why is that not? Oh, that's Mun. Okay, alright, don't worry about that then. I just saw something. What was it? There's no way that this is going to connect well. Oh, it's the Mun. That's what I saw. Dang it. So, my plan is then, now that I know that we can't do that, my plan is to bring this ascending and descending node down to roughly 0. you know, as low as I can go at the time, which turns out is minus 1.2. And then, so here, you can see that the planet is behind us, and here you can see the planet is ahead of us. So somewhere in between, we're going to have the opportunity to drop in on the planet, or Minmus, or whatever you want to call it. I really feel like there should be an encounter somewhere here, you know. But we'll just take that for now. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Hopefully without absolutely emptying my spacecraft out. Okay, we end up in the nighttime again. This is terrible. I also have Dyson Sphere Project. Yeah, that was a game I bought myself, but found out I just didn't have the time. The only benefit that they have not done is that they didn't literally just kill KSP 1 and said, well, now you can only play KSP 2. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Like, they nearly killed the game, right? You know, as much as all the CCAN players are like, well, I never stopped playing because I'm still on CCAN. Like, the Steam numbers visibly dropped, right, from when KSP 2 released, and then suddenly all the KSP 1. But yeah, I felt it myself, you know, and like I can't say that the group mentality at the time didn't have a little bit to do with it. Obviously, you know, if we're all bouncing terrible experiences off of each other, it's gonna, on balance, feel worse for us. But if the game wasn't a terrible mess to cause us to have these troubles, then we wouldn't be able, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to blame. I do want to blame the game. I exactly want to blame the game. Yeah, I'm really glad that the first update they dropped actually, despite coming out late and all of us being like, wow, they've messed this one up as well, despite that, really was in spite of that, they pulled through with roughly what they said they would for the update, right? Now we just have to deal with the fact that they just don't know how to fix orbital decay. And, like, the only way they can do it is stop simulating. And just know where periapsis and stuff is and let the craft fly on that. Yeah. I don't know. There needs to be a point where you're under engine power so it simulates your orbit, and you're not under engine power and it puts you on rails. I feel like that's the only way to do it, and not... Yeah, I don't know the ins and outs of the Unity game engine, but I do know physical systems being integrated over time. I know them very well. And computers are okay. If you want to crunch into the future a step at a time, it is pretty good. It is pretty good. But don't expect it to match your analytical solution. Right. And this is the problem. Is they want to... Oh, wait, I need to... They want to simulate a full physical system when we can't even do that in the world's supercomputers. Okay, that went alright. I was a little bit worried then. What is this doing? Stop. Did we get past it? Are we there? Oh, you know what? It's good enough. I'll take it. We go flying through the moon. Yeah, I'll definitely take it. Can we focus over here, please? Thank you. Focusing at Minmus. Hello, how are you doing? I'm just gonna let this play out until we get up there. I think we could try and trim stuff, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm gonna time warp to point, but I'm expecting it to break because we're going through someone else's sphere of influence. Oh, it's not until later. Okay, don't worry about it then. Don't worry about it. That's fine. Time warp point again. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Maybe I do want to watch this way. I feel like we're gonna have troubles if I don't, you know. It's all my junk. Yeah, it is all my junk. Okay, here we go. Am I going to be able to land anywhere near my peeps? I sure do hope so. I think I've got this. You know what? Like you say that in jest, but that's exactly it. So Zed says, I mean, the only reason the game is so buggy is because all of the programmers are busy trying to solve the 3-body problem. They probably are, right? I can't remember what announcement it was where they came out and said, "Sorry guys, we're game programmers, not simulators, and we didn't realise the magnitude of the project we were taking on," which is totally fine. Like that's a fine thing to come out and admit. I'm all about it. Excuse me, terrible sniff there. So I should imagine there are things that they're trying to solve that they don't know are nearly impossible, you know? And they won't know until they run into them and then have to come up with some sort of like horrific approximation. Just like real physicists. It's amazing, like all the way up until like my first or second university year, they're like, oh, here's the solution for this, here's how you work out that. And then suddenly, from a certain point onwards, they're like, we don't know how to solve this, so we use this approximation. And we don't know how to solve this, so we're using this approximation. Get a lot of those. Okay, are we about ready? Say that. We are 24 minutes off. As much as I could just sit here and chat for 24 minutes, I feel like it's probably better if I do try and do stuff at the same time. We've got a science thing. Do I do this? High orbit, perform experiments. Let's have a look. Environmental sample from high orbit. We got an environmental sample from high orbit. Are we really? Okay, that's fine, I suppose. Imagine they're just getting an AI to approximate the orbits of the current positions of the craft from different. Yeah, that's cool. When are you going to get your Minecraft VTuber module? When I've got more than a couple of hours to sort my life out. And even then, I don't know. It would be nice. I mean, to be fair, I just need to get a green screen. And I can get this terrible webcam that I used to use for D&D. 10, 9, 8. And then I can like solve the lighting issue. And you can all see, you can all watch my face get fat and thin again as the year goes past. 3, 2, Nerd and Nerds, good night, mate. It was good to see you. I should imagine we're just going to try and drop this on something close to the surface. There's no way this is a 4-minute burn. Look at it dropping. Wait, what is going on here? Anybody else feeling like there's something weird going on? Okay, that's this central tank. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the staging's a bit weird. The staging is a bit weird. When's this gonna run out? Is this gonna run out? Let's have a look and see what's going on orbitally. I think I just heard it run out of fuel. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is the point where we want to try and not spend all our fuel. We need to... I can't believe we're once again looking at the amount of fuel we have in our tank. We can't burn more than 35 tons of fuel. Are you kidding me? Maybe we do just need to... Oh, we can't send a refilling tank. Ah! I didn't put any docking ports on it. Yes. Not actually sure it's got the fuel to do so. Wait, what is even going on here? At what point are we just coplanar with Minmus? Yes, and we might actually be failing going to Minmus. Unfortunately, we are in the last few moments of the stream. Look, what does it mean that I've got this, like, staging to do here? Resource manager. Are you kidding me? I don't think it knows what it's talking about. Again, would you believe that the KSP maneuver node is a little bit weird? Crazy, I know. We're nearly at the point where these two orbits match, though, and at that point we'll be very safely into the orbit of Minmus, because of course that's what we're trying to do. We're going to match orbits, match speed with Minmus, and then Minmus's gravity becomes the dominant factor, and we get to ignore everything else, which is always nice. When you find the parts of your exam you can ignore, not exam, sorry, your equation. It's nice to find parts of your exam you can ignore as well, but generally if you found those, you've probably gone very wrong at some point. If you think you could ignore something in your exam, you've misunderstood. I say that. There have been a few recently where they're like, oh, redshift for a galaxy is such and such, and it travels at such speed, what's the thing? And you don't need to worry about the speed, it's just the redshift. They just put that in there as like a red herring. Which is a cruel thing to do to uni students. Why are you trying to trick us? Are we gonna have the Are we gonna have 200 tons left by the time we stop? I hope so, because our orbital speed is like very slow. What's it gonna be when we get down to the bottom here? And then somehow we need to figure out how to land near Minmus. I'm going to kill this. We're just going to watch the periapsis here. I don't know how low to bring it. 50 kilometers? Let's go with 50 kilometers. Because that's a nice low orbit that we can see stuff from, but not so low that it's like, oh, you can't time accelerate from here. I'm like, but I like to time accelerate. So if we then slow down here enough to like actually stop, how much fuel are we burning? I need to know. Hundreds, okay, of meters per second. Wow, okay. I'm gonna circularize and then we're gonna cry because I've got a feeling we've just gone under the 200 tons by the time we get down there. You ready to cry? I'm ready to cry. Look there, that's where we want to be. Oh, I don't think I can stop just like that. Quick save. Did a quick save. Game saved. Okay, we got a game saved. I'm gonna press R. I'm gonna turn around. We're just gonna try and land. That is my entire thing right now. Got the quick save just in case going straight for it doesn't be a winner. Is not a winner. I got English, yo. I speaks. Look how good it's literally on our orbital path. Ah, yeah, we're just stopping now. We are just stopping now. Oh no, look, not if I pause the game or not. So we're looking behind. Get rid of this maneuver node. Nobody needs you. We're just going. We're just landing. This is it. Whatever happens, the exciting culmination of the past 2 and a bit hours. Let's kill that. We don't need the RCS on at the moment. I'm just going to try and stop it. Yeah, look at our orbital speed. This is not going to work. It's not going to work. Got 15 tons of fuel there. Definitely want to stop surfacely rather than orbitally. Hey, Decipher, my buddy, how you doing, man? It's been some time. been some time. I hope you're doing well, mate. I hope you're doing well. This is my, technically second stream of, this is my 5th attempt, something like that. I'm trying to land a super huge craft on the surface of Minmus. Also go rescue some people. But trying to get this huge craft on the surface of Minmus has been our aim. We've come from that little ball over there, and we're trying to land right here. With as much mass as we can. We need to be over 200 tons, and I just don't feel like we're at 225 at the moment. But we're burning all the fuel in this course, and that's not going to work out well for us. I'm surprised, resource manager, that these tanks out here aren't putting fuel into the middle one. Like if I click this, no, I don't want the parts manager. Which one are you? You're that one. And then I want like all the others. All of them. Okay, I'm sure one of them was not the one I want, but we're going to go in here. You reckon any of these was one that I didn't want? Like this top one here is not one that I want involved. Like you, let's cross you out. Am I duplicating them here? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, we got problems. Have you ever listened or read short stories about human interactions with aliens from Reddit like that? I'm not. Yeah, I'm glad you caught a live stream too, mate. I'm glad you caught a live stream too. I might need to just pause the game and stop this and see what's going on. Okay, let's pause it. Can we stop our engines, then pause it, then just like clear that whole screen. Resource manager. It's not worked, has it? Oh no. Wow. I mean, who didn't want to break the game while we're at it? Yeah, okay, this is going to be interesting with a busted resource manager. Oh, squad. No, it's not squad. Oh, intercept games. What have you done? What have you done? Like, so that's a legit bug there. That's not just all the games a little bit, bro. That should not be doing that. I don't know what to do about it, but. Okay, also, rather than trying to stop myself falling to the ground, if I look at the horizon, I'm just stopping myself going sideways. So that's where we want to be here. Oh man, it's hard to push. We can get to 0. I don't even want 0 at the moment. I sure do want to bring my point of impact like here. Where the Minmus flag currently is, because Minmus is going to spin underneath us just a little bit, so we will need to take that into account. No, the short stories I've been listening to recently have been on. Okay. We've got a quick save, but I don't want to use that. There's the quick save. Save. Fuel. I never know which way around the letters go, L-E or E-L. Fuel save. We save this, okay, and then I quit without. I just saved it, right? Quit without saving. I've got a quick load anyway, and then we're gonna go see whether this solves the issue I was just having and lets me pour my fuel back to where I need it to be. If not, then I don't know. We're about to watch some Kerbals die. I don't know. Right after the human flight. Vic jumps to the system. The commanding officer of the center of alien ship requests the captain to start the computers. He goes like, "Are you insane? You want to restart the computer to combat?" And he goes, "Yes, sir." Computer sensor saying that the human ships are powered by a neutron star. Yeah. Occasionally, you just have to realize that the data you're getting is not the best. Resource manager, Methalox, you're empty. Okay, now we need to get the ones that are not part. So you're sideways. Wait, you're all the same tank. No, you're not. Okay, that's fine. You're sideways. Okay, so the X64s and the RS-ADSLs are fine. But the 800, no, they're fine as well. Is that top one the only one I don't want? You see this one? It might well be. Okay, then we go in. There's no fuel flow? Is there a problem? Hello? You're connected, right? Decouple fuel. Oh, you're kidding me. Stop. So for some reason, these decouplers were not letting their fuel flow in the correct manner. Okay, that should now give us what we want. But I've just unbalanced the craft by moving, so it wasn't even a problem like that. Okay, in. I don't know about you, but I think I've just broken it further. Game load. Fuel save. We're gonna make this work. Worst part was the computer wasn't lying about the amount of energy required for the ship to jump was equivalent to a neutron star, and the ship to jump from the Milky Way galaxy. They are on the other side of the Andromeda. Yeah, that sounds about right. 2 point something million light years, you know. So, new news from Gaia. So Gaia is a spacecraft out there that's been like measuring how stars move around in the night sky, particularly like left to right, up and down. Right, in and out we use basically Doppler shift, but up and down. But like we know how to do radial to ourselves via the Doppler shift. But anything else needs to have. I didn't save the right stuff. So yeah, Guy came along and found out this new way of measuring stuff. Let's go with that. And from that, we now think that the Andromeda Galaxy is actually not going to hit the Milky Way. It's going to be a close miss. There'll be some tidal disruptions and stuff, but... Okay, so I need to turn off that. I need to enable... crossfeed, though why this crossfeed wasn't... Wait, what's this one? Turn that one off. We don't need that one. Why you would not have fuel crossfead on your decouplers is beyond me. Okay, I suppose technically now we just turn this on, right? Because it's all perfectly balanced. All perfectly balanced, supposedly. Okay, give me my mass estimate. 219. First, you don't succeed here with a hammer. You know what? I'm starting to feel that. I just want to land somewhere near to my buddies. We don't even have to land that close, to be fair. I'm not sure whether I've got the thrust to pull myself out of this level of nosedive. It's a good job I got that quick save, right? Okay, I'm again looking at the horizon to slow my sideways velocity down, but hopefully keep my vertical, because I want to hit the floor. Well, I mean, I don't want to hit the floor pretty quick, but I want to hit the floor soon, right? Percussive, yeah, percussive engineering, percussive maintenance. Okay, are we just good for a landing now? I think we're just good for landing now. Now I'm traveling relative to the surface, but you know that that's going to carry on spinning underneath me, right? So let's try and once again bring this down a little bit more. We've got 16 tons of fuel to try and do this in. Plus a bunch of RCS, I suppose. Something like that. Does that look good? Looks good to me. Go with it. Let's make another named save. Can I just go over that one? Let's do that one. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here we go. Landed. We're at 34 kilometers up. We're moving at a best part of 40 meters per second. It's gonna take a while to get down there. I don't know what my deceleration rate is, so when we start picking up big speed, it could all go wrong fairly quickly. About 10. Oh, is 10 kilometers gonna be enough? About 10 kilometers. I'm gonna start properly trying to stop myself. Oh, I'm not sure if that's enough. Let's just turn the. Cannot. My time warp is at 1. Please stop telling me these things. How fast dare I go? So we got about 1,000 to drop. If you see that that point as a 1 as well. Okay, maybe. Is 10 kilometers too far? Or is 10 kilometers not far enough? What's more efficient, to make a rocket that's using hydrogen and oxygen, or a rocket that's using boiled water at super high pressure? I believe it's the. Well, it depends how hot your boiled water is, because you can, if you're like making plasma, the recombination energy is pretty high. But I believe the chemical energy in bringing the hydrogen and oxygen together, the chemical energy released from that, is probably more than what you can just get from high pressure steam. Don't quote me on that. We need to do a proper thermodynamic workup if we're going to make it. I can't see anything. Like, what is this? Why are all my targets in the dark? Nothing. Literally nothing. Graphics. We've gone looking for this before, right? And it didn't actually exist. Water quality. Accessibility, nothing about that. User interface, labels, UI scale, no, audio's not going to have it, input's not going to have it, gameplay. No, there's no way of turning up the light boost. This makes me sad. This makes me sad. It's an engines only drop. Okay, and we can't not instruments. We can't even make an instruments only like IVA play, because look at this. This is horrific. Can anybody see anything? I don't even know how close to the ground we are right now. 3 kilometers. Oh wait, we're not. This might have taken. I might have waited too long to get going. Hopefully this is perfect hover slam. Lights would have been very handy, right? I mean, if I do that, you can kind of see what's going on. You know, when I was like, hey, I should have saved this at 10 kilometers. I should have saved this at 10 kilometers. Okay, so what are we saying? 10 kilometer all the way? I feel the floor approaching. Can you feel it? 300, 200, 100. We're gonna have to go again. I mean, 200 tons touched the surface, right? Of course, we need to know our final fate. You see the ground? Look at me pointing my lights at the ground. Do you see the ground? Oh no. Why are they all the way down there? We're not 40 kilometers off the floor. We're mere meters off the floor. What are they doing down there? Okay, that's no problem. We got loads specifically for this. Fuel safe. But why are my cables through the floor? Just that in itself has got me like, why? Okay, there's my 10 kilometers. I'm just going to turn my engine on. We're just going to slow down at this point. The game is perfect. Everything just works. They learnt off Todd Howard, obviously. That was sundown right there. That was quick. That happened. Despite the fact that we got like light on the hills down there. You know what, actually, you might be right, Zed. I was like, no, I'm just going to keep my engine on. It's going to be fine. But actually, we are falling a lot faster than I thought we were. Yeah, look at the... I don't know, because obviously this number is dropping at a constant rate, and this number is going to be slowing down as that number drops. But, yeah, I don't know, maybe. Let's go Hoverslam. Hoping this is going to work out. Wait, what's a better like point of view here? I mean, again, we can turn the lights on, but there's only so much they're going to do. Oh, the Kerbin's going to go through the ground. Yeah, probably. But at this point, I just want to get this thing on the floor, you know. Have a look. We've got 10 tons left. I don't know. 4 kilometers off the ground, moving about 60 meters per second. 60 kilometers. Well, that'd be quite the incoming. We have lack of solar exposure. Lack of solar exposure. We are definitely slowing down, but is it going to be enough? Maybe. Unfortunately, we can't go from the inside. I would really love to. It would be my preferred option for camera view right now is looking and seeing what the Kerbals can see. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have it, as far as I'm aware. Let's see. I don't want to press a button that's going to suddenly like eject my Kerbals or something. I can't see the floor. We're 2 kilometers off the floor, moving at 39. Let's call it 40 kilometers per second. This doesn't give us long to slow down. Maybe 10 wasn't the number. Oh man, who wants to make a guess at what the number is then? Because it's not going to be hugely more. It's only going to be like 12 rather than 10. We're 1.5 kilometers off the floor, currently moving at 25 meters per second. It feels terrible. You say 15. The 15 is probably going to be where the like safety margin, the safe area to go is. Oh, we're going to hit the floor at 15 meters per second. I think that looks about right. That looks about right. I can't see the floor. This is the thing that's somewhat. Okay, we're now moving about 10 meters per second. We're still a kilometer off the floor. I think actually we're okay. I'm going to have to bring down my throttle somewhat. Okay, moving at 10 meters per second, just under a kilometer to go. Looking for any signs of the floor whatsoever. I want my speed and my altitude to kind of track, right? Because I want this to hit 0 when this hits 0, or maybe the other way around. You know, like I definitely want them to hit 0 together. At this rate, my speed is coming down too fast, so let's drop the throttle a little bit, and then I don't know. 700 meters off the ground. 4 tons left. Oh, mate. This bit is where we're losing fuel. if anywhere is a bit where we lose fuel, it's this. Where we're just... What was that just suddenly went up and down? Is this bit where we're like coasting off the floor, wondering how far away the floor is. 500 meters to go, 4 tons left. We're starting to build up speed again. It's not really where I want to be, but I'm going to believe that I'm 500 meters off the floor. When it gets down to about 200 is when I'm going to throttle back up and try and shed some speed. To be fair, technically this amount of darkness is correct. Yeah, to be fair, it is technically about right. You probably, I mean, depending on how long a human has been out there, there will be some like acclimatization. Like this is a lot of light from the nebula, right? 200. Oh come on, we're so close. Drop the speed. 8, 7 meters per second, 6 meters per second. Let's bring that speed back down. I want to hit 3 or 0. Either of those will do. As we hit the floor. Oh, it's all quiet. It's all silent. The music has dropped away. And it's like I can't read comments whilst I'm doing this. I'm sorry. It does feel like the time to do so, but okay, 2.6 meters per second. 69 altitude, nice. 65. I'm definitely going to bring down that throttle a little bit more because our speed is dropping down to 0 before we've hit the floor, and we don't want that. Oh, Carl, where are you? 50 meters off the floor. 51. 1.7 tons left. Oh, are you kidding me? Come on. 44, 43. I wonder at what point we could just drop. Oh, I feel it. Do you see that? Bring this down. 20 meters off the floor. 15. I'm just going to cut the engine. Okay, we're good. We're on a crashing trajectory. Why? Why even? And with that, I am going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you next time when we're going to figure out what even just happened there. Somehow, this has failed my mission. I don't know. It looks good to me. It doesn't. Look, we're missing a bit right there. Does that mean we've lost? But I'll see you then when we're going to do that. Bye.